morning, everyone. Very nicely put by, Professor and Preet. See, I have been a banker. Now I am in a technology space doing a lot of tech work. So, I'll start with a couple of positives which I see. See, the UCB space has evolved from a cooperative, structure to more process-based digital banks now, right? And the way the digital space has done is that it has blurred the gap between a private bank or a PSU bank or a cooperative bank in terms of capability to offer products, right? So today, what home loan we offer, everyone offers. What anyone offers, we can offer. Sort of digital banking, anyone, bank that SBI offers or, ICICI offers, we can offer, right? So, this space has evolved. Now, with this, what has changed? We're open for much bigger opportunity. When we were a community-centric banks, we had a limited customer target segment, right? Now it is not. So that's a very positive journey that we have taken, that from being a very community-centric become a digital bank, because all the cooperative banks are digitizing fast, and in this process, I think with banking getting commoditized, everyone has the same advantage in terms of product development. It just how well you or how fast you understand what the customer need and improvise on the product. So this is on the opportunity side, I'll say, which now there's no difference between a product offering of a PSU bank or a private bank or a cooperative bank. Yes, there'll be some gap, but enough means exists to bridge that gap. Apart from that, we are also seeing very focused support from the government. Okay, a couple of things which fellow panelists mentioned in terms of branch expansion. PSL, it used to be 70%, it has brought down. That simple one regulatory change has made so much positive, because now banks can innovate and focus on more profitable business. So these are the opportunity side. So what, we have already done a very fantastic journey from being a community to a very digital and more digital bank targeting more widespread customer. Now, from where do we go from here? There are a lot of things changing in technology space. I'll give an example, so most of us will know. 20-25 years back, before computerization of banking, how banking used to happen. I remember as a child, Dad giving me a pay slip. I go to a bank, they used to open a big register, and transaction used to happen. Then computerization happens. There was a lot of negative thought that this will impact jobs, this will lead to branch closure. But what happened? We have much more number of banks, much more number of branches, much more employees, much more products so that the technology has bring that change. So I'm representing Sarvatra technology here, and I work there as Chief AI Officer. So my conversation will not move forward unless we talk about AI. Okay. Now, what we believe, and a lot of industry people and even the government believes, that AI is that stage of banking where the computerization was, where it's going to change things drastically. So when we're talking about on the subject that UCB reinventing themselves, it will not be possible unless we look what AI can do. Okay, still there's a negative thoughts about AI, positive thoughts about AI, like a lot of saying, I don't understand what to do with the AI, but it's going to change the way we do banking. I'll give a couple of examples. Sir talked about 30% customer attriting every year. Customer attrition is big. Then, another panelist talked about, a cost of acquisition of a customer account, when it will break even. When you will say it second, so a product will not break even, an account will not break even, he mentioned 9 years. And absolutely right, because every year 30% of your customer you're losing. What to do with that? How to, what is the way that I can curtail this? It can only happen with aggressive use of technology. And AI is the one technology that make it happen. When you know what from reactive to moving to predictive, okay? Let me elaborate on this part, reactive to predictive. Today, customer service is very reactive. उसको प्रॉब्लम है तो मैं सॉल्व करूंगा, उसको मेरे को प्रोडक्ट पिच करनी है तो मैं पिच करूंगा, राइट? इट्स नॉट व्हेन ही नीड्स, right? It's very reactive. AI makes it more predictive. Okay, when he will need what product, and then you can reach out to the customer with that. If the second and third product goes, your income from that account goes. So that's one aspect. Pit also mentioned about fraud. Okay, it's a very, very a big risk that entire banking sector is sitting at. We were, before the discussion, we're talking about, reported number of 25,000 crores. And we also, estimated that unreported 75,000 crore money we're losing. Regulators are coming heavy on us, right? So I think 2-3 months back, there was, RBI, government regulation that banks will have to bear up to 25,000 of the digital fraud. If any customer is losing, bank have to have 25,000. That means more compliance burden in the bank. How do we do business in this scenario and scale? Then again, the technology and AI comes at play, where you will be able to predict fraud. You will be able to predict, this is a mule account, this is customer will do a fraud, and if you look at fraud, digital fraud, there are some 70-80 types of digital fraud that we're seeing, and it's evolving every day. And it's very, very tough to, track those things manually. And even in the TOJET, if you put a FRM structure, which is a rule-based, it will not help you do that. So AI comes to the rescue. So, these are the things where AI can help. So, when we're talking about reinventing UCBs, as aggressively we adopted the digital technology and digitize a bank, we have to put AI as a forefront of increasing a business, securing a business, reducing frauds. Okay. Another point, for a UCB to stay competitive in this scenario where, the product line is blurred, the distribution line is blurred because of the digitize, you have to maintain a cost to income ratio of less than 40%. Right? If anyone can tell me, unless we maintain a cost to income ratio of, below 40%, we will not stay competitive. So this is the baseline goal for UCBs for future. We have to bring the cost to income now. How we can do that? Increasing a revenue, reducing cost. How can we do that? Can we put more manpower to increase revenue? No, right? Can we cut cost and keep our revenue high? No. We have to continuously adopt technology. New technology can do that. I'll give you an example. When we do an outbound call center call, it costs around 9 rupees to 13 rupees per a call. If I'm making a call from the call center, okay, AI can do the job more intelligently at 1.5 to 2 rupees max at the upper end. At scale, it can go, 50 paisa also. So this is what technology can do. Plus, we've all know about conversational AI, right? And we're also building such platforms where I'm personifying a customer, and there's a conversational AI. That means it is continuously talking to that intelligent information that I have, and we can do the conversation that to human being does. More intelligent conversation, cost reduction from 9 to 13 rupees to 1.5 rupees. What we can achieve? We can achieve scale in terms of more cross-sell, better collections, right? Without a reduced cost. So these are the things we have to bring to achieve that, right? Again, when we sell, say, today we want to sell home loan. So we got some very, aggressive home loan pricing. Management decided that we're going to do it. How you will do that? What we do? Yeah, सबको email भेज दो, सबको WhatsApp भेज दो, right? Not knowing कि, who needs it home loan. Today, the capability exists where I can figure out, okay, I have 1 lakh customers. Out of 1 lakh customers, how many running a home loan? Out of how many running a home loan from an NBFC? If just this much of information I know, I know NBFC rate will be higher than me, right? I immediately have the information. I immediately have the pitching correct. What to pitch. All this can be done in real time. So adopting this technology to do that. Collections, right? So now considering that we are working on unsecured side, secured side, cost of collection is a big cost, right? A typical unsecured product, okay, at scale, the cost of collection goes around 2% to 3%. And if you're working at a spread of say even 10% or 12%, or say 15%, let's take, the cost of collection will kill your profitability, right? Now here again, if you use technology, you can predict, yeah, this person may turn bad. He may bounce his, a first EMI, second EMI. So even before he does, you start nudging it. It brings your cost of collection down because cost of collection with the bucket it goes. Higher bucket it goes up to 30%. Right? So again, talking on the baseline point that I mentioned that we have to bring cost of acquisition down 40%. How we can do that? Continuously, aggressive adoption of technology can only make this happen. Right? Today, customer does not come to branch. Okay. He is also not very active on mobile banking. How I win back my customer? Even the biggest of the bank are not able to retain the customers. I'll cite 2-3 examples. Say UPI. Today, maximum UPI is happening outside the banking ecosystem. You have PhonePe and Google Pay. We all know about Zerodha and Grow. Right? Now they have taken all the security business from the biggies of ICICI Securities, Kotak Securities, SDFC Securities. What does it tell? It tells that, reinvention is not sitting and devising a new product. Reinvention is when we think what customer wants and finding the best and aggressive way of delivering that. And that can only happen through technology. And today there's one very positive thing that happened with the entire UCB space, which I'll say is that we are digitally ready. When you're digitally ready, the next level of technology is easy to adopt. Had it not been digitally ready, AI पे हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते थे, right? But today, when digitally ready, bringing AI to the game is an easy thing. And this we all should very aggressively focus because AI is not key. It will help you, manage a chatbot. No, there are close to 120 strong use cases across banking, from sales, service, collections, operations, fraud risk, cyber fraud, anti-money laundering, human capital management, collections, predictive collections, cross-selling, product designing, doing marketing. You name and everywhere it has a play. And what it does, it brings the exponential business and reduces the cost. Okay. So, Sir also mentioned one thing at the beginning of his conversation that the numbers, the book size of an entire UCB sector, how profitable are we, what is the margin we are enjoying. That's a fantastic journey. Now from here, we cannot go talk about 20%. No. Here the space has to go 2x, 3x, 10x. And why I'm saying because Bharat is aspiring, right? We represent in a way majority of the Bharat. It's aspiring. The affluence income is going up. Customers are aspirational. Their spending power is going up. So unless we match up to that customer expectation, okay, and that can only happen through technology. Again, then there are risks that someone else will take that space. I'm telling you, we used to say that Kotak Bank is very technology advanced, ICICI and SDFC, but UPI has hurt them hard. Even Zerodhas and Grows have hurt them hard. Paisa Bazaar is doing more business than any bank in loans. Policy Bazaar sells more insurance than most of the banks standalone. And why it's possible? Because we are bringing technology at the fore. And as I said, we are at the right space, this entire UCB space. The regulatory framework is on positive side. Government is supporting, government has a vision. Most of us will know. And fellow panelists were telling that there was an event in February where there was a very positive communication gone from the Ministry of Cooperative. When you are a customer ready, when you have an ecosystem ready, when the regulatory space is at our side, when the government wants this sector to grow, when technology readiness is there, nothing stops us from going 10x from here. It only stops when we decide not to do that. And for us, only thing that I suggest, focus on how fast we can adopt technology. And today I tell you, it's not tough. I'll give an example. The first time I was introduced to Blinkit is not by anyone in my family. I was introduced to Blinkit by my maid. And that also tough name like Blinkit. That means what? That means, the digital adoption is a different level in this country. So customer is ready, we are ready, ecosystem is ready. We have to just bring technology at its fore, AI at its forefront in achieving our objectives. And in India, US is manufacturing technology, AI. We are consuming AI more. The solution work that's happening in this country is more than even US. Okay. So we have everything ready for us. Again, I'll say the market is ready, customer is ready, we are ready. We have to pick the technology and start adopting at the pace. It's not tough, it's very easy. And the delta it can bring in terms of revenue maximization and cost reduction is very, very powerful. Okay. With this, I conclude my thoughts here. And as a bankers, I also been a banker. I say, banking is a space that will never stop growing. Why? Because today the innovation can happen to a very different level in this space. Again, I'm saying why? Because we are the most data-rich community. Are we? Yes? We are the most data-rich community, right? We have more data than Amazon has. And we can do much more powerful work than what Amazon is doing. So let's jointly bring technology at the fore, use AI at its speed, and I tell you, the sort of readiness we have, nothing can stop us. Thank you.